Okay, so if you want to know how you're graded in this class, the information is available in the syllabus for you. It's not a mystery. It's not made up at the end. It's should not be an ambiguous thing. You'll know throughout the semester how your final course grade is tracking. Um, if you have this basic understanding of how you're going to be graded in this class. So you're going to take 10 quizzes throughout the semester. They range between about 5 and 10 questions each. There are multiple choice or multiple answer, true false kinds of questions that are automatically graded for you in Blackboard. You get 3 chances during the week that the quiz is assigned to take the quiz. You get no chance to take a quiz after the due date, which is discussed in other places as well. Each of those quizzes is going to be worth 3% of your course grade. So a total of 30% of your course grade is going to be made up by these online multiple choice quizzes. Because you get to take them 3 times, I caution you against thinking this is an easy thing to do. Um, I have a lot of tips posted in Blackboard that I'll discuss elsewhere about strategies for taking these online quizzes. I think often students come in and they think, oh, 10 multiple choice questions, I can do it 3 times. I'm put it off until Saturday night. I'm going to take it 3 times in a row. And often it doesn't work out in the best possible grade for most students. So the quizzes are there to make sure that you're keeping up with readings, that you're understanding readings, but they're also designed to point you to key things in the readings. So if you're reading and you may be focused on things that I don't think are key course concepts or necessarily that important to your understanding of the course lessons, um, when you see things asked about on quizzes, that points you to what I believe to be the most important things in those readings for you to understand and to know. Um, there are 12 of the weeks during the semester in which you'll participate in a discussion board. These discussion boards are there to substitute for in-class discussions that we would have. These are not formal writing requirements. They are really where you can just get out your ideas, where you can talk about how you understand the course lessons, the films, the media links that are in each topical folder, and how they matter for you or how you think the information might matter for those around you. Because this is a relatively low stakes kind of work that you're doing, each discussion board is only worth 1%, right? I mean, this is kind of like your basic participation component for a class. So again, it's not a formal writing component. You don't have to, worry too much about how you say things in the discussion boards, but you do have to make sure you're writing clearly enough that people can read it and understand what you're saying, right? So avoiding things like too many abbreviations. Make sure you're putting punctuation in there. Sometimes with texting in that, we don't always use punctuation and it makes our ideas hard to understand. If you're sitting in the room talking and no one understands what you're saying, we're not having a discussion, right? So think about the discussion boards in a similar kind of way. They can be casual, but they still need to be clear and understandable. You will, for your formal writing component, be dealing with blogs, right? I mean, in some other classes, you might have to write essays or something like that, in which you're given a topic and you have to make an argument around it, or you may have to go do a library research paper or something like that. In this class, I don't want or need you to go above and beyond the course materials. I do want you to demonstrate that you're mastering the course materials, that you're really getting those concepts in a way that you're able to apply them. And I think that blog writing is really one of these sort of newer and practical forms of writing that can be casual but can and often is professional style writing. So many professionals do use blogs to communicate what it is that is their business, right? What their job, their career is about. So we'll treat blogs as formal writing assignments. You'll do 2 of them throughout the semester. Each one is 15% of your grade. Now these are scheduled in the calendar, and you need to make sure that you're keeping up with these dates, because they do need to be done in the week that they're scheduled, or you will be getting a 0. And to have a 0 for 15% of your course grade is going to hurt. It can be the difference between passing or failing this class. There's a week in the course calendar that you'll notice that we're doing blog commenting. Okay, so when the week that blogs are being written, I definitely encourage you to read what your classmates have written in their blogs and so on. But for the week that we're doing blog commenting, you will have to go through and read those, and then you will write comments. And this is going to be, again, another way that we are dealing with more professional writing, professional forms of presenting yourself with written word. So there are strict guidelines for blog commenting. This is not going to be where we run around and troll our classmates and make fun of what they said or make snarky comments on them. Your blog comments will be worth 8% of your course grade as, again, a formal writing requirement. And then in the cumulative final exam, you'll answer a couple of short essay questions. These would be made available to you prior to the exam day so that you can work out your ideas. But on exam day, you will go into Blackboard and you will click a link to take the final exam, and you will write your short essay answers in there. Again, this gives you an idea of how you're graded in this class, the breakdown of how each thing contributes, each different component, each different assignment contributes to how well you're doing in the class. In Blackboard, under course information, you have a grade calculation spreadsheet available to you. You can use this throughout the semester and enter your grades. Whenever you take a quiz, you can enter your quiz grade. When you get a discussion board grade, you can enter it in your spreadsheet, save a copy for yourself, and track your grade all semester long. Again, this is how grades are calculated. It's not questionable, it's not ambiguous. It does not come down to who I think deserves what grade. If you do the work consistently well enough to get an A, then that's your grade. If you do the work consistently well enough to get a B, that's your grade. If you don't do enough work or consistently fail on the work that you submit, then you will be failing the class. I calculate grades using a spreadsheet like the one that's available to you. I don't make up grades, I don't guess grades. Those are all in the grading policies, which you'll also find in the syllabus. And then this is sort of the standard grading scale used by Lehman College, but at any point during the semester, if you see that your quiz grade is a 88.888 and you want to know what letter grade that translates into, you can look here, right? So that one would be a B plus. When it comes to using the grade calculation spreadsheet to figure out your grade, if the green cell in that spreadsheet tells you that your grade is a 89.9, I use basic rounding rules. 89.9 becomes a 90, and a 90 is an A minus. It's just that straightforward. It's based on calculations. It is based on the accumulation of your effort and your commitment and skill and understanding of the work throughout the semester. So it's all laid out for you, how you're graded. It's all laid out for you in the syllabus, with the spreadsheet under course information in Blackboard, and there should never be any question about how you're doing in the class. Of course, throughout the semester, if you find that you're not doing as well as you would like to be doing, then you should definitely get in touch with me. You should come see me during office hours or schedule a video office hours chat with me so that we can talk about ways to help pull up your grade. These are the grading policies that are listed in the syllabus. There are going to be no extra credit opportunities. There's enough work to do already for this class that I don't need to make up more work so you can do more work so I can grade more work. If you just stay on top of things and work consistently at the level that you're able to dedicate to this class, you will get that grade that you earn. So again, this is how you're graded during the semester. If you see a grade in Blackboard and you don't understand why that's your grade, if you think that should not be your grade, you should definitely get in touch with me and talk about it. Right. The quizzes are automatically graded. The discussion board grading is pretty straightforward based on whether you do a post by Wednesday, whether you do 3 total posts by Saturday. When it comes to blogs and blog commenting, you will see a grading rubric, and it will have your breakdown with comments for each different thing that I'm grading blogs based on. So all of that information is going to be there for you. Grading for this class is transparent and it's structured.